Okay, let's talk about 5 things not to do while waiting to close on your new house. And these are things that you may think would be a good idea in between getting your offer accepted and actually closing on the new house, but I'm going to tell you right now, spoiler alert, they're not good ideas. The first thing is pulling your credit. You don't want to pull your credit to open up any new credit accounts, but you also don't want to close out any credit accounts that you already have, as either way, your debt to income ratio could be affected. And even if you get approved for this new credit card and you don't spend any money on it, the issue is that your credit was pulled in order for you to get approved for it, and you don't want your credit pulled at all in between getting your pre approval for your mortgage and actually closing on the house. The second thing is you don't want to make any large purchases. Don't go out and buy a brand new car the week before closing. Even if you know that you can afford the new car payment as well as the new house payment, it still could affect your approval amount for your mortgage. Don't buy that brand new sectional sofa that you can't wait to see inside of your new house, because if you buy it now, you may not have a new house to put it in, honestly. The third thing is you don't want to move your money around too much. It's not a good time to deposit that large lump sum of cash you've had sitting under your mattress for the last 5 years, because the lender's going to want to know where that came from. They're going to need to see some sort of bill of sale or gift receipt showing where this cash deposit came from, because when they pre-approved you for your mortgage, they were looking at the seasoned funds in your account, or the funds that had been sitting in there for a few months, so that they knew that that cash wasn't being used by you on a day-to-day basis and could be used for your closing costs or your down payment amount on this loan. So if you make a large deposit last minute, it's not going to be seasoned in the account long enough in order for you to use it at closing. So it's best just to leave it out of the account as is until after closing so that you're not questioned on it. The fourth thing is you don't want to change jobs. It may sound like a good idea to switch over to a new job where you're going to be making $5 more an hour, and you may think that the lender is going to think you're more financially stable then, but the truth is that when the lender pre-approved you for your mortgage, they verified your employment, and one of the conditions of giving you that mortgage at closing is to re-verify your employment. So if they go to re-verify your employment and it's different, well, that's not a re-verification. That has to be an initial verification of your employment, and they have to go through that process that they already went through with you at the beginning of the loan to get you pre-approved and gather all of your employment information again, and that's going to delay your loan. And lastly, you don't want to miss any payments. So if you currently own a house and you're going to sell that and buy a new house, your current mortgage payment is due November 1st and you're closing on the new house on November 5th, you may think, hey, what's the point of me making this last mortgage payment on November 1st if I'm just going to pay off my whole mortgage on November 5th when I buy the new house? Well, no, that's not the logical way to think about it. You should still make that last payment on time as you would if you weren't going to be buying a new house, because that's what the lender is expecting you to do. And that's another condition of giving you that loan at closing, is they need to know that you made all your payments on time on your other payments. So if you have any questions about what to do financially while you're waiting to close on a loan and how it may affect your closing or your loan amount, just make sure to check in with your lender before doing any of those things so that you can make sure it's not going to delay your closing.